Hey everybody, Ryan and Lisa Ward here, Premier Atlanta Real Estate.
Happy holidays, and as part of our holiday gift to you guys, we're going to show you how to make cracked popcorn, which is a huge hit at all of our events, and we've had so many of you ask us for the recipe, so we're going to show you how to make that and share that recipe with you today. But let's give credit where credit's due. We got this recipe from one of our favorite clients, Angie Hauswirth, so thanks, Angie.
All right, okay. So let's get started.
Let's get started. We have on display here everything that you're going to need to make this. It's actually a super simple recipe, so I'll go over the details really quick. First, Chester's puffcorn butter flavor. This is very important. Don't use anything else. You can find this at Kroger. 2 bags makes 1 batch. Second.
This is what you're looking for.
Second, you'll need a large roasting pan, a little parchment paper, simple pot. You're going to need a little bit of cooking spray, light corn syrup, baking soda, butter. Use real butter.
Unsalted butter.
Don't use anything else. Some light brown sugar, and that's about it. You're going to use a cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of the light corn syrup, and a teaspoon of the baking soda, and a cup of butter, right? 2 sticks of butter.
Okay, so let's show them where we go from here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our 2 sticks of butter melting, and we have lightly sprayed our roasting pan, and then we've poured both bags into the roasting pan as so. Okay, your butter is now melted, so we're going to take our cup of brown sugar and dump it in there. And then we're going to take our corn syrup, pour it in there. Make sure to get every little drop. Just keep stirring until everything is dissolved and you have a nice brown color and it starts to boil. Okay, so now we have a nice solid brown color. This is the color you're looking for. So we're just gonna keep stirring until it starts to boil. Okay, so now as you see, it's starting to boil. We're starting to get bubbles on the edges, and this is when we're going to add our baking soda. And this is gonna cause it to bubble up real fast, like big foam. So you gotta be prepared for this. Start stirring, and you see it's starting to lighten up, and it's starting to bubble up. Okay, we get it all stirred in there and we get it to bubble up real good. And we're going to turn our fire off and we're going to take it over and we're going to just pour it directly on to the puffcorn. So we're going to try to coat the puffcorn the best we can. Now you will not get it all coated, but that's okay because when we stick it in the oven for 45 minutes, we're going to re-stir it every 15 minutes. So you'll be able to get all of this stuff nice and coated. All right, let's go over to the oven. Okay, so we're just gonna take this pan and we're gonna stick it in the oven for 45 minutes and we're gonna stir every 15 minutes. That's very important. Okay, so make sure your oven is at 250 degrees. Okay, so remember, 45 minutes, but every 15 minutes we're gonna stir it. So our timer is down to 30 minutes. I'm gonna stir. So at this point, we're trying to get everything coated with the mixture. Okay, so one last stir with 15 minutes left on the timer. What you're looking for is that the color starts to get a little more golden. So during the last 15 minutes of it in the oven, we're just gonna lay out our parchment paper on the counter, a nice wide piece, because when it comes out of the oven, we're gonna dump it out here onto this parchment paper and spread it out so that it can finish hardening and cooling. Okay, we're all done. So we're gonna stir it one last time. Start slowly getting it onto our parchment paper. Be careful because you could make a mess. And it starts to harden pretty quickly. So we're going to get it spread out onto our parchment paper and kind of separate it out of its clumps into individual pieces. Okay, so there you have it, a beautiful bowl of cracked popcorn.
You probably want to know why we call it cracked popcorn. Once you take a bite, you're hooked. Happy holidays.